Hi, this is Nancy from Healing Gardens with your weekly Angel Tarot card reading for the week of November 23rd to the 30th, 24th to the 30th. It's Thanksgiving week, okay? So I have a couple different decks because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with them. So we're going to start out with our life purpose cards, okay? A lot of people struggle with life purpose, and I think they overcomplicate it a little bit. Just because it feels so huge. It feels like such a big deal. And it is. But I feel like it's a lot more basic than people, kind of realize. Okay. I realized quite a while ago, and if you've watched my old videos, I had realized that my life purpose is Earth Mother. Earth Mother. That means I am kind of supportive and a guide and just nurturing for whomever needs. Okay, so in that regard, okay, I can do that in many different careers, many different settings and relationships, that kind of thing. Okay, so even though your life purpose may have a basis in something, something a little more general, you can do it in many different ways. So maybe you're a healer, maybe you are and someone who inspires, maybe someone who, yeah, it just, I don't know. Only you know. Only you know. And it's when you feel the most connected to yourself, okay, then you realize that's your life purpose, okay? So don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. All right. But anyway, so life purpose cards. We're going to use those for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is probably going to come out on Sunday. But if you don't see it till Monday, Tuesday, that's fine. Whenever you see it. And like I always say, you always see it, get the information when you need it. I am not getting a card, so maybe we are not doing up there. Okay. Yeah, they heard me. Good. They want to let me chat a while. All right. Counseling. Okay. That is our card for Monday, Tuesday. All right. Sunday, if that's when you're seeing it. So, all right. I'm going to read it. It says, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Okay. And I don't know if you could see, there is an angel, and she's holding a tiny little angel or a fairy or whatever you want to consider that. Okay. Fairies are often considered like earth angels, like, some, connected to the earth. So they would, if we connect this with like grounding, with counseling, that sort of thing. So are you supposed to be a counselor? Are you supposed to be a counselor? Are you supposed to provide guidance to people? Are you supposed to provide support to people? Okay. If that resonates with you, maybe that is part of your life path. All right. Or maybe this is just a message that you should get some counseling. Okay. Or seek the counsel of someone who is a little more knowledgeable in whatever it is that you're struggling with. Okay. We all need help. We all need assistance. And, that is nothing to be ashamed of. We're all here as part of a great collective to help one another. All right. I know that sounds really woo woo, but we are. We're all here to help each other on our journey. Okay. So anyway, Monday, Tuesday, counselor. Don't get mad. Okay. All right. We can all use some assistance. That's Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I got out the mermaid and dolphin cards. All right. I know they're not angel cards, but they're so fun. I feel like they're just so fun. I do like to use them. I also have the fairy cards out. I know my one friend will be like, not the fairies again. I didn't do it last week. I let you go a whole week without fairies. I don't know. There's just something about that deck that I connect to. And honestly, I'll have to show you. The dogs even chewed up the deck that it's, and I'm still using it. I don't know. Something about, oh, there we go. All right. So, Wednesday, Thursday, we got self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, okay? And it says, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child, okay? And there is a picture of a mermaid, and she's brushing her hair, and she has her head down. So I don't know if her head's down. She actually kind of looks kind of sad, okay? So self-forgiveness, okay? Do you have guilt? Do you have shame? Do you have something in your past or something in your present that is causing you to feel less than, less than? Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing for us and for everybody else. All right. We are all doing the best we can at any given moment. All right. We can only work on our own life experiences, what we have learned, how we have grown. All right. So there's going to be times that we do dumb things. And it's not necessarily intentional. It could be from ignorance. Okay. Not ignorance like you're so ignorant. It's not like that. Ignorance as in, you do not understand. You need more information on the subject. Okay. So forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I know I did lots and lots of dumb things in my life. Maybe still, probably. Maybe it was dumb. I don't know. But I forgive myself because I did the best I could with what I had at that time. All right. And that's all we can do. That's all we can do is do our very, very best. Okay. If you don't do your best, then it's like, maybe you need to step it up. Maybe you need to step it up. Okay. But it's time to let go of that guilt and shame and all that other stuff that's holding you back. All right. If it's in the past, it really can't do anything. You can't fix it. You can't change it. All right. You could certainly make amends. You could certainly do apologies. You could do all that stuff. If you feel you need to do that, please do. Please do. But know that God and the universe and the angel, whoever, okay, I'm not putting out there whatever your belief is, or if you have no beliefs, okay, maybe it's just, that you need to believe in yourself, okay. It says you are God's perfect child, all right. You have innate value. You have value because you are here, because you exist, okay. You are a unique, beautiful individual soul, all right. And I know that's, everybody's, let's just face this what it is. This is a woo-woo channel. This is what we're going to do. All right. If that's not what you like, this is not for you. Okay. You are here. You have innate value. All right. Just being here, you have value. All right. So know that is absolutely true. Absolutely true. So that was for Wednesday, Thursday. Self-forgiveness. Okay. Self-forgiveness. And Friday and the weekend, I have my fairy cards, and they were chewed by the dog. The box is gone. Little pieces are gone. They're still gonna work fine. They're still gonna work fine, and they're so pretty. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. Isn't she adorable? She's adorable. How do I say no to that face? How do I say no to that beautiful face? Although, in many, oh my gosh, they're all twisted up too. In many cultures, fairies can be considered little tricksters too. So you need to take what they say with a little grain of salt. How's that? Because take with that as you will. Take with that as you will. Maybe that's why I like them so much. They're so much fun. So much fun. Okay. Anyway, oh yeah, they're chewed and twisted and turned. It's okay. It's okay. Well, we always get the message we need. Always get the message we need when we need it. All right. And again, oh, there's still one twisted. Come on, son. Although maybe I was supposed to have that. I don't know. If so, it'll come back. It'll come back. It's all good. So, and if you ever want to read for yourself, you could just grab a deck of cards and shuffle them, and whatever pops out is what you're meant to hear. You don't need to have me to do this, although I'm very happy to do so, and I love to have our little conversations. They help me as much as you, or hopefully they're helping you. No, they're just helping me. So, anyway. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There we go. All right. We have affirmations. Affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Okay. So, we have a little fairy. She kind of looks like an angel. She's sitting on the moon and looking up at the stars. Okay. So, affirmations. Here's my take on affirmations, okay? Because I think there's a lot of misunderstandings about affirmations, okay? I am not going to say, I am an astronaut repeatedly over and over for 30 days and be an astronaut. Okay. First of all, I have a fear of heights. That's not going to change. I am not capable of being an astronaut. I don't even want to be an astronaut. Saying it does not make it so. Okay. Affirmations, the way I take it is you can retrain your brain to believe many, many different things, okay? We often have a very negative self-talk, all right? So if you say to yourself every time I drop something, it's like, ah, I'm so dumb, or I'm so clumsy, or whatever like that. Your brain believes that, okay? And we'll give you more information and more examples of that. If you say to yourself, you're so smart, you're so whatever, you have value, you are strong, you are confident, whatever it is, okay? And you say that repeatedly, okay? At least 30 days, I believe. Although I think they said somewhere on 18 is not that bad, but anyway, but we're gonna aim for 30. We're gonna aim for 30. So you are welcome to pick an affirmation and either write it down on a piece of paper, print it out, or whatever, and stick it on your bathroom mirror and look at that and read that to yourself every day. Or put it on your desk, or put it on your phone. Put a reminder on your phone and have a little alarm go off and say, you're awesome. You don't have to do it that way, but anyway, just retrain your brain to find the good, in you, and in others, yeah, so it's very easy to say, to fall into those negative patterns. All right, so why not pick up some positive ones? All right, and if you're not all about that, getting like a message and hearing it every single day, that's okay. That's okay. Just listen to something positive. All right. In the morning when I get up, I'm usually running like a crazy person because I don't like the mornings and I don't like to get up, but I do. What are you gonna do? You gotta go to work. Anyway, so I will find a YouTube video or a Spotify or something like that, and I'll put something on, and I'll just have it playing in the background while I'm getting ready, and I will pick something positive. I'll pick something positive. It might just be positive, uplifting music. It might be, some inspirational speaker. It might be a tarot reading. It could be any number of things. Okay, like I have some readers that I like to listen to, but they usually only give positive information. Okay, like I try to only give positive information. All right, you don't need more negative information. Does that mean that bad things aren't going to happen? Of course they are. Bad things happen. Bad things happen. It's our reaction to them that makes all the difference. Okay, I am not here to tell you that life is all roses and cherries and whatever. I don't like cherries, but anyway, you get the idea. Um, but it is how we look at it and how we shape our lives by the way we see it. Okay, and we have control over that. If you expect bad things, trust me, you will find all the bad things. If you are looking for good things, you will find all the good things. Okay, and there are good things everywhere, everywhere. Every person has something good in them, even the worst one, even the worst ones. There's some people who drive me insane. Does that mean that they don't have any good qualities? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We all have good qualities. And again, we're all working on the basis of our past experiences. Okay. And we're all doing the best we can. Okay. So, anyway, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and try some positive affirmations or some positive messages. Okay. I think you're wonderful. I think you're special. I think you have value. I think you can do amazing, great things. And that you do every single day. And you make a difference every single day. Okay. I'd be wasting my time talking to you if you weren't. You do. You do. We all do. We all do. We may not always realize it, but we definitely all do. Okay. That's our week. So we started off the week Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with counseling. Get help if you need it. Check and see if your business, your company has an EAP, an employee assistance program. Okay. You can do it like a lot of them are free. You could reach out and have free counseling and stuff like that. Or there's online research or resources. Say you don't want to go. I could tell you I tried and not that I have nothing wrong with counseling, nothing wrong with it at all. But I know that in the past I've gone and I remember the first couple times I went, you go and they're like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." And they're like, "Well, what's up?" And they're like, And honestly, it ended up just being a conversation and didn't amount to anything because I just didn't have the ability to share that because people pleaser. You know what I mean? I always want to present a certain way. You know what I mean? So in-person therapy didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. Did I learn things? Absolutely, absolutely. But if that's for you, great. If it isn't, that's okay. There's other resources. Honestly, counseling could be just talking to your friends, talking to your loved ones, talking to your spouse, your partner, your whomever, okay? Talking to someone that you love and care about and trust. Sometimes it's good to just put it out there and unload it, okay? Keeping it all inside isn't helpful. It isn't healthy. Does that mean that you dump on this person every single day? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. They got their own stuff, but you know, you ever have that friend who will say, "Oh, I had X, Y, and Z happen to me," and they say it again the next day, and 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 finally you're thinking, if you realize this is happening every single day, why are you still doing it? Okay. Just just saying. I'm one of those people. I complain about my job. I do. I don't know why. Because I have great jobs. I've had great jobs. But for whatever reason, I will just focus on the bad thing, and I'll just pick at it and pick at it and pick at it. So but I do notice that, like, you know, if I get to a certain point where I'm still thinking it and I can't fix it, I go to get a different job. All right. No, I'm not saying quit your job. I'm just saying if you're in a situation that's bad repeatedly over and over and over again, and you keep repeating it, maybe try something different. Maybe try something different. Okay. Anyway, I really went on a rant. Anyway, counseling. Counseling. Monday, Tuesday, counseling. Wednesday, Thursday, self forgiveness. Self forgiveness. Maybe this is why you need the counseling. Okay. Maybe you are dwelling on something that happened in the past, something that you are worried about, something that you have guilt about, something you have shame about. All right. It's in the past. It's over with. Okay. Forgive yourself and move on. You did the best you could at that time. We all do. We all do. And then rounding out the weekend with affirmations. Listen to some positive things, even if it's just positive, uplifting music, okay? All right. So that is our week. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. If not, then just have an amazing week anyway. So, all right. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. I'm also going to post this on Facebook. So if you're listening to this on Facebook, go to YouTube and sign up and become one of my followers. I don't have many, so I need more. I need more. I don't even know how to get more. I don't know. I feel like the right people will see it, right? I think that's the way it works. So, anywho, have a beautiful, blessed week. Blessings.